Alrighty, folks, welcome back to day 3 of our cross-country aviation adventure. We haven't actually started on that cross-country part of it, but the aviation adventure part we are elbows deep in. Welcome to day 301, by the way. We are keeping on with this streak. So, here's a quick rundown on what we got to do. We got to rebolt the axles, and then we got to figure out our fuel issue, which we did a bunch of research, and I think we've got it figured out. It's really a simple thing. We're thinking just a jet got clogged since it's been sitting for so long, that it should be actually a fairly quick and easy process. The weather today is absolutely amazing. It's sunny, 65, maybe it's 60. It's not quite that warm. But hopefully we can make some very quick progress on this, because we are running out of time. We got weather in Oklahoma coming in later in the week, so we're really trying to make sure we get it as far as we can.
Cool. What do you fly?
I've got an RB12. I've also got a Kolb Mark III.
So this is just like anything else at carbureted. You got your air box here, fuel in, mixture, throttle, and then intake goes into the engine right here, and then gets sucked up these tubes, boom, put in there. So the issue we're having is actually like in the middle of this thing. So we're going to take this whole thing apart. I think we have to take the whole thing apart, and we'll rebuild it and get it functioning. The weather's great out here, so way better than yesterday. So getting it out and we can test it is going to be great. Also, it's nice that both my dad and I, and when we had Andrew here, are all capable at working on this stuff, because it saves a lot of time doing 3 different projects at once.
I'm over here getting the cockpit ready.
Dad's he's putting stuff away. He's got our emergency beacon, which, by the way, you ought to check the ELT when you're not working on anything. We've got some safety features in place that we'll talk about, because I know my wife is nervous about it, some of my family's nervous about it, and I'm sure a bunch of y'all are nervous about it. So we'll go through the precautions that are made, maybe put a little bit of it to rest. Carburetor is off. There's the intake into the engine, folks. My dad is working on that. Like I said, we're double time and tag teaming it. So this original bolt in yesterday's video had wobbled out. Not wobbled out, but it had wobbled out the hole, made the hole not circular. So what we're going to do is we're going to come 90 degrees and put another hole right here, and we'll have a new bolt. So that's kind of the idea. That's the plan. I think it's going to work. I'm going to put the bolts back in there so that nothing twists while I'm drilling it. And then re-drill it. Simple as that. Put a new bolt in it, and that problem will be fixed. Well, we missed the whole dismantle process, but now we're remantling it.
Remantling. Love that.
So, did we find anything?
No.
Which is never a good sign. You want to open something up and say, oh,
that's it.
That was it. So, we did make some adjustments. There are adjustments that you can make, so we made some adjustments, so that is different. And we can make those adjustments without taking it apart the next time. So if we need to make more or readjust it.
What we did do, though, is verify that the circuit that we were worried about is absolutely pristine clean. So
that the whole thing is clean.
There's no unknowns at this point.
And that's what we want, especially flying across the country in this thing. Like we have gone through everything at this point, and so we know everything is checking out and exactly how we want it. Now, if we can just work out the bug with some adjustments, then that's when we're going to be golden. So I'm over here working on the landing gear like I was showing y'all. This one is finished. We now have 2 bolts holding this together. This is the ogged out one, which is really not going to be doing anything. This is the new one here, which is going to be holding it. Got this all back. So this side is done, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it, but over on the second side. So I came through, first thing I did is put a punch, and it just basically makes an indent in the metal so your drill bit can go into it. I'm starting off with a 1/8 inch or 16th inch drill bit, I don't even know, 7/64. drill a pilot hole, and then I'll come back with the sneezing and get it done. Then I'll come back with the 1/4 inch. What is it? Quarter? 1/4 inch. And that will finish it up. Straight in both directions is the goal.
I always seem to be there for
Yeah, we had a little snow. We actually had 6 inches of snow, which was unusual.
I don't know, I've been there and they've good to go. People don't drive slow either.
Bolt it up. Quick and easy. Or honestly, I'm going to finish this. My dad will be done with that. We'll put everything back on. And then we'll test 2.0. The main adjustment?
Huh?
The main one?
It doesn't get safety, it's strong. I'm just talking about the rest of the screws hold everything on. Together.
So whose carburetor is that? What model?
It's,
That is the thing. We're going through this and we're like, yeah, we should change that on mine. Should adjust that a little bit. Like,
but after 20 years and almost 500 hours,
you learn some things.
You haven't
and it
done this
doesn't
one
run.
yet.
No, I know. I gotta do that one right now. I just finished that.
Okay. Well, bring it down and I'll put this on. I don't want to reach over my head.
I know. Give me.
Oh, you want to just do that first? I'm waiting on you now.
Yeah, well, I did twice the work.
Oh, really?
Pulled it off, redid the gear, and now I'm gonna put it back on.
Maybe you can see where this thing's leaking.
100% working on this thing at eye level or whatever is the best thing.
Speeds things up a lot.
Give me one. Oh, jet. They left yesterday.
Probably just took off for better weather someplace.
Shucks.
Okay, those are finger tight.
Same. Hallelujah! All the gaskets are good?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's good taking apart. Is that 1/2 or 7/16?
These are going to be 7/16. Is the throttle all the way off? Is that what it is?
I don't know. We might have to install a lift just for working on stuff in your hangar.
Yeah.
Put mine together and... I mean, imagine putting mine together where we can pick up the wing and just hang the wing and we can adjust the struts and do everything and not have to...
Yeah, just balance it as is.
Yeah, exactly.
You brought us an assortment of tools. I'm going to put them in my pocket. Don't let me get away with them.
On that throttle, we ought to adjust it. You have to pull that thing until it's like hitting the wood to get it to stop. So
You mean
a
to
1/4
the-
of an inch
Okay.
to where you can actually... Because
That-
when you go to idle,
Tighten this one up so I can put it rest together.
when I go to idle,
You're running out.
No, yes, I don't have enough room to actually go to idle.
Okay.
Okay, gear is done, brakes are done. Yeah, let's put this together and fire it up again. And hopefully this time we're close. Once you get to where I can put the airbox on.
Is your box gonna fall off?
No, it can't. All right, I'm finished.
About right. Man, I got lucky.
We're almost there. He's doing the, what are you doing? Mixture.
Yep, wiring up the mixture.
We're gonna wire the throttle, and I think we'll be there.
Yep, mixture coming off was the way to go.
Still kind of a pain in the butt, but less of one. So, we are there. We are
Mixture.
90% there. We need to, mixture, it's full rich. Full rich right now.
It's pushed in all the way?
All the way. So we're adjusting this throttle. Sometimes, oh gosh, y'all can't even see. So sometimes to get this throttle to work, you kind of have to push it past where it should end. We want it to end where it's at now, but you kind of have to push it back. So we're going to adjust that a little bit to stop a little bit sooner, maybe even like right there. This is the setup for the cross-country flight. We've got our radio, you got your phone, which will have your maps, your navigation, and then you got your instruments. But that is it. We've got
Rich.
it's full rich.
Okay, pull it out just like a 16th. All the way in and then just crack it back. I want it to stop on
Before.
this rest.
Right before it's just jammed all the way. Yeah, going end to end is you don't know if you're actually there because you can't push it any further.
Okay. Try pushing it in a little more. You can feel it. Stop.
No, I pushed it all the way.
Okay, that's all. This is all the way.
And it's pushed against this.
Are you
I'm
dead?
stopped.
Okay. So pull back just a smidge. Okay, now try.
It still goes all the way to the stop. Well, we have made some major progress. We got it out there. We test ran it. We didn't have somebody to film it, so we were just doing it. And plus, we're trying to just get this done. We're kind of running out of time. So, throttle response is pretty much fixed. It's at least back.
Clear.
Yeah, it's as good as it was. You can turn. It's at least back to at least as good as it was. So we are ready to go fly it. We're gonna put the cowling on. Basically, kind of. We adjusted the carburetor as we were fixing it. As we were going. So he's gonna figure out what turn setting he's at so that we know. It's good reference material. We're gonna put the cowling on and we're gonna go fly it for the first time. I'm super excited. I'm completely comfortable with it because we have been through every inch of this thing and everything is as good or better than it was. So
As good or better?
as good or better.
It's way better.
Yeah, it is way better. I just mean as good. There were some things that we didn't mess with, that we didn't need to mess with. So I'm going to go ahead and get goggles. Are you flying it or am I flying it?
I don't care. I'll fly it.
I don't care either.
You want?
We'll both fly it. I think if it's working, we're going to fly it until we can't tonight, which is only like 45 minutes. But I think we just fly it. And that way we can work out anything that should not show up. But we'll give it the opportunity to before we actually go for the trip.
Fuel's on,
Fuel is on, cold.
mixture's cracked, throttle's cracked.
Yep.
Okay, you can go hot.
Hot.
Okay, still hot.
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 Good. Well, I'm glad you got some time to give it the love it needs.
Back in the air again. I know I like how he's landing it too.
He's landing it slow enough.
Yeah. Oh, he's landing it fast enough is what I'm...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's more like what it was doing.
Yeah, he's got a little extra juice on it.
How did that feel?
Oh, yeah.
How did that feel?
So good. I forget though, when you come into land, you're sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
Like I flared too high every time. I mean, it was fine, but it's like so low to the ground.
I'm glad you came in with a little extra energy. That was, it looked really good.
Yeah. I mean, I was like 60, you know, and then pulling it back when I was 10 feet above the ground.
Yep, the landings look good.
All right, folks, test pilot complete. It ran and flew and it felt good. And as soon as I turned off the fuel, it always leaks.
That's a lot though, and it's leaking from the wrong place.
You know what it is? It's that fuel line on the cowling. Okay, so we got interrupted like 10 times. Flew great, had a bunch of time, bunch of fun. It was a good time. That's what I was trying to say. We got back. We did find a fuel leak in the dumb gascolator that we've already had a leak 3 times. So we're going to go back to the original and hope that works. We're going to test that out. We did still have a little bit of sputtering.
Where did this... where did this start?
Start what?
So, can you give me a standard screwdriver? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, interrupted again. But it did still sputter, but we're gonna adjust it back. We kind of were dumb, and we unscrewed it to screw back in to see where we had set it instead of just leaving it. And so when we did that, we got rid of the fine tuning. What do you need?
Standard.
We got rid of the fine tuning that we had done. So we got to refine tune it in the morning. Or actually, we'll probably just do that right now, and we'll get it back to snuff. But we're 99% there. We just got to, now take the cowling off again like we just did. And put that back together. So that's kind of where we're at. My guess is there was too much upward pressure from the cowling that it just opened that. Well, folks, quite a bit shorter video today, but we're just buttoning up everything. We're trying to figure out audio, cameras, all that kind of stuff. Getting the ham radios working, all the random other little knickknacks. So that's going to do it for us on today's video. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we should be taken to the sky. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow.